Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Tonight on Politics HQ, this story's made our headlines. Let's start by telling you that the Defense Headquarters says investigation into 16 serving officers accused of serious acts of indiscipline has been concluded, and those found culpable would now face a military court-martial. In a statement issued in Abuja, the Director of Defense Information, Major General Somalia Abba, confirmed that the Special Investigative Panel set up by the military has completed its work in line with established procedures and service regulations. The officers who were arrested in October 2025 are accused of conduct contrary to military ethics, including allegations bordering on attempts to undermine constitutional authority. Major General Abba said the investigation carefully examined the circumstances surrounding the actions of the affected personnel and identified officers with cases to answer. He stressed that such conduct runs counter to the values, professionalism and loyalty expected of members of the armed forces of the nation. He explained that the ongoing process is strictly an internal disciplinary measure aimed at preserving discipline, cohesion, and operational effectiveness within the military and not a political exercise. The Defense Headquarters also reassured the public that due process and fairness will be upheld throughout the court-martial proceedings. Those affected cut across Nigerian Army, Navy, and Air Force and include senior and mid-level officers from various corps, notably the infantry, signals, and ordnance units. Let's tell you that the Adamawa State chapter of the All Progressives Congress has confirmed the membership of Abba Abubakar following his resignation at the ward level in the state. Abba Abubakar, son of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, alongside his supporters, paid a courtesy visit to the party's state leadership, where they pledged their loyalty and support to the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Speaking during the visit, Atiku assured the party leadership of his total commitment to the APC, stating that he would work tirelessly to ensure the party's success in future elections, particularly the re-election bid of the president.
I want to thank everyone that's here and the ones that were not able to make it. Let's keep on praying and work hard to bring back President Ahmed Bola Tinubu in 2027.
Duk wanda suka zo nan, duk wanda ba su zo ba, na so kuma mai kai masaukin ku lafiya lau, kuma Allah ya sa mu kara haɗuwa, kuma mu yi aiki, babban aiki, mu dawo da shi shugaban ƙasa yanzu, shi President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Extremely glad to receive the caliber of Abba into this state secretariat today. And we want to assure you, the Abba and the teaming supporters of APC, Abba will be given equal opportunity. He will be treated fairly because APC is progressive. APC is not a secret society where the activities and the progress will be seen from other people. APC has an open policy. The only what will differentiate or distinguish you from other members is what you brought on text. And I believe Abba will bring a lot of ideas that we will use to harvest more vote in Adamawa State.
Thank you for staying with us. Now, today we turn our attention to a major political shake-up in Kano State. In a dramatic move, the Speaker of the Kano State House of Assembly, Jibril Ismail Falgore, alongside 21 other lawmakers, have officially resigned from the New Nigeria People's Party, also known as the NNPP. This mass defection, confirmed by the Speaker's spokesperson, Kamaldeen Sani Shalwai, is not just about politics. It also signals a realignment of legislative power in solidarity with the governor. Now, with key figures such as the Deputy Speaker, Majority Leader and Chief Whip amongst those who defected, the development raises critical questions about the future of the NNPP in Kano, the stability of the Assembly and the broader implication for governance in the state. Tonight, we'll unpack what this means for Kano's political landscape, explore the motivations behind the defections, and consider how this might reshape alliances ahead of future political battles. Well, joining me right now to discuss this is Ahmed Aruwa, is the State Publicity Secretary of the APC Kano State. I also have Jamilu Aliyu Charanchi, is the National Coordinator, Coalition of Northern Groups, Kaduna. He joins, of course, virtually, and Mansour Kurugu is the State Caucus member of the Kwakonsia movement, joining from Kano virtually too. Thank you so much for your time, gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Dafo. Thank you, Dafo, and nice to having us.
All right, great. Also joining the conversation is Dr. Awal Abdullahi Aliyu, is the national president of the 1917 Northern Consensus Movement for Peace, Unity, Empowerment and Development Initiative. He joins virtually from Kaduna State. Thank you for your time too. Let me start with you, sir. I mean, you, of course, I know that on this program, and I'm talking to you, sir, Dr. Ahmed Aruwa, State Publicity Secretary of the APC. I've had on this program conversations with you before now to confirm whether the governor has defected. Maybe we should watch this video first, and then maybe I'll ask my follow-up afterwards. Let's see Governor Abba's official defection video. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Inclusive, just and focused. No one is excluded, and no one is going to be excluded by the grace of Allah. No one is going to be abandoned. Our doors shall remain open, our hearts remain united, and our eyes remain firmly for the future of the good people of Kano State by the grace of Allah. History will not remember the noise of the moment. It will remember whether we had the courage to act when Kano people need steady leadership. I therefore wish to take this opportunity to extend my profound gratitude to the leaders of the APC for their sacrifice, for their solidarity, and courage in personally attending this historic moment. I specifically would want to notice the august presence of His Excellency, the former chairman, national chairman of our great party, Dr. Abba Yusuf.
Of course, what you just saw there is the governor of Kano State, where he officially defected from the NNPP to the APC. I'll start my conversation with you, Mr. Ahmed Aruwa. You are the State Publicity Secretary of the APC Kano State. I know that on this program I've asked you countless times, but can you now formally confirm that the governor has, even though we've seen videos, but you know, just to be sure, has he officially moved to your party, the APC?
Thank you, Mr. Dafo, and let me say hi to all my colleagues that were invited today. Yeah, Mr. Dafo, I was there at this great ceremony this night. It happens around 4 to 5 o'clock this evening. And really, we are very, very happy to have the governor of Kano State defected into our great party APC in Kano State. If you may recall, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, you have had these conversations with me, and I told you that any time the governor, you know, defected into the party, maybe I will get time for me to discuss these issues with you. So we thank Almighty Allah today for having the governor, Abba Yusuf, being one of the 001 member of our great party APC in Kano State. If you may recall, Abba Yusuf was the governor of Kano State elected in 2023 under the leadership of NNPP. And eventually, just about 2 or 3 months ago, these issues brought off to us.
started talking about, the defection to APC. And today the reality has happened. My leader, the former national chairman of APC, the chairman of APC Kano State, the DSP, Deputy Senate President of the Senate. You can see even the members of the House of Reps, the former majority leader of the National Assembly, Honorable Alassane Ado Dogwa. You can see even the gubernatorial aspirant of 2023 election, Dr. Nasir Yusuf Kauna, and his deputy, Murtala Lagaro, were all there today. And the whole executive council of APC were at the government house where we received our governor, our bride, the brand bride of Kano State, because Abba has belonged to us today, and he belonged to the APC, right. And I can confirm to the nation, I can confirm to everybody that Abba Yusuf is an indigene of APC as of today, right. Because even he has made the slogan today at the presence of everybody.
All right, thank you very much. We'll go on our first break. When we return, I'll of course, come back to Mansour Kurugu, who is a member of the Kwakwansia movement. I'd ask a follow-up on that and, of course, other issues. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Of course, our focus is still on Kano politics, and we are looking at the recent development where we know that Governor Abba Yusuf has formally defected to the All Progressives Congress. I would like to direct my next question to you. Of course, Mr. Mansour Kurugu, you are a member of the Kwakwansia movement. This movement, very influential in Kano State, and it's of course linked to Senator Rabiu Musa Kwakwanto. With the defection of Mr. Governor, I know that we've discussed this a lot of times, but with the defection of Mr. Governor right now, what is the fate of the Kwakwansia movement in Kano State? Are we beginning to see a major crack, or maybe the beginning of the end of it?
Okay, thank you again, Mr. Dafo, and hello everyone that is with us. First of all, it's a moment that we all need to agree and accept, especially for us as the members of Kwakwansia and everybody in Kano State, that this is an unprecedented moment. Even though it is not entirely a new kind of situation that we have never seen in Kano, we have seen it long before I was born, and then we have seen it while I was actively involved in politics, where a governor would decide to take the mandate of the people, and then the people that they have worked together in a particular political party to assume into power and move into another political party. This is not the first time. Of course, this one is the biggest shocker of all. That is why a lot of people, I feel like it's not even true and all of that. But it is true.
So you agree it's a shock?
Obviously, it's a greatest shock, because in Kwakwansia movement, if there are people that everybody would say, oh, these are among the most loyal people that we believe they would never go against, the will of Kano people, they will never go against the will of Kwakwansia movement or Kwakwansia as a family, everybody will think of the Kano State governor. This is not a doubt, including my brother here, Mr. Arua. We all know he should have been the last person that would have left, not NNPP, but to have left his long-time, master, if we can put it that way, to move to another place without his consent.
So you feel betrayed. It's okay to say you feel betrayed as a movement.
Well, it is not only Kwakwansia that feel betrayed. The entire Kano people that have decided, look, APC was in existence when we worked so hard in 2019 and chased them away, and they came from the back door. And then, of course, in 2023, we were so relentless to make sure that we came back even stronger with a smaller political party and win election. So Kano people are not ignorant. They know APC existed. They know APC had a president then. They know APC had a chance of producing another president. But yet, they have decided to stick with Kwakwansia. They have decided to stick with what will be called a people's mandate and voted for Abba Yusuf under the platform of NNPP and under the platform of Kwakwansia. Now that he single-handedly make a decision that pull away almost every political appointees, almost 70 to 80% of the elected officials, that created a huge gap somewhere, but it created an incredible opportunity. Incredible opportunity in such a way that if there are things that were not going in the right way, or like we would prefer to see things happening in a different direction. Now he had moved away, and he gave a chance for Kano people to repeat what they always do, because Kano people always remember.
All right.
Whenever they voted for you and you have decided to go into another direction,
I'll come back to you.
Remember that when the time is right.
Yeah, because there's a lot to discuss. I will definitely come back to you. There's quite a lot to discuss. But I'd like to direct my next question right now to Jamilu Aliyu Charanchi, is the National Coordinator of Coalition of Northern Groups. Of course, he also joins us virtually. It's great to have you. Mr. Charanchi, what does this, because, I mean, you just had what Mr. Mansour said here. It's a shock, not just for the Kwakwansia movement, but for people of Kano State. What do you see happening? What does this portend for the politics in Kano right now? Is it, would you say it's divided?
It's a good evening, Nigerians. Well, actually, you see, from my own perspective or my own angle, I view all the drama that is happening in Kano as not new in the Nigerian politics. It's something that we have seen it before, and we will continue to see it, in as much as the issue of godfatherism continue to take place in Nigerian politics. I think this is the right time whereby all godfathers in Nigerian political space will come to understand. Hello?
We are with you. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay. You see, this is the right time that all the godfathers in Nigerian political space come to understand with the reality of the times that it is not going to always be usual. We have seen a situation whereby, even in Kano, we have seen the drama that goes between Mala Amir Kano and Abba Karimi. We have seen how it ended between Mala Abba Karimi and Konkoso himself. We have seen how it ended between Konkoso and Ganduji, and now it is Konkoso and Abba Yusuf. So you see, all generally, what this is telling you is that Nigerian politics is not meant for conscience and integrity. Membership drive by political parties is not based on principles and ideologies, but is based on opportunism and the chances for survival. The Nigerian politicians are not looking what are the ideologies of this political party, neither are they looking what are the principles of this party. They even cares to know what is the manifestation of their political parties, purpose of to know why am I going to belong to so party. They are just doing it where they can grab power. When they grab power, unfortunately, they don't even know what to do with that power. At the end of the power, what they know is that I am now the state governor, or I am now the member of the National Assembly. How can I source money? How can I get money? They loot the treasury, they empty the treasury, and they move ahead without seeing what are the repercussions of what I am doing today. Will history remember me as someone who contributed positively to the development of my people or my society? Will history remember me negatively on what I did today? That's why you see that you can even say that Nigeria today bleeds, not because God has abandoned us, but because we repeatedly keep on electing people that deceive, people that divide, people that exploit, and people that euphonize. People that thrive over our fear, our ignorance, and our poverty. That's why Nigeria always bleeds. That's why the political landscape is not stable, and it will never be stable in as much as we continue to keep on moving in this direction.
I would come back to you, Mr. Charanchi. I mean, you said quite a couple of things, but let me ask Dr. Aliyu the same question. I mean, looking at what we are seeing right now in Kano State with the recent development, what do you see happening, in no distant past? What does this portend?
Well, thank you very much. It is as simple as it is. Politics, yes, it's a game of number. Politics is a game of interest. What is just portraying itself out now is that interest. If you look at it critically, it's not truly about the people, but about self. Otherwise, if a group of people come together under whatever circumstances it is, and then decided to bring up somebody and work towards ensuring that that person become whatever he wants to become, it is only right and fair that if he's taking any decision, he should have taken every member along, in the sense that there should have been a memorandum, of discussion with the people who brought him to power. I'm not speaking now about the Konkosia movement, but about the people of Kano State. Just like the Konkosia movement, Kokosman said there, that the people of Kano come together despite all odds to bring him into power. He should have reverted back to those people and take their opinion. But that is by the way. But the reality is, APC is a political party that is pulling weight right now. And then, like I said, politics is a game of number and also the game of interest. What is playing out now is about interest. This thing started when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu presented his budget 2 years ago at the National Assembly, where he jokingly, let me use this word, he jokingly made a pronouncement by telling the members of APC that they are returning back, or they have automatic ticket. Then at the National Assembly, when he went to present a budget, I think 2 years ago, this whole game started that time. And you know, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the politician that he is, a tactician that he is, and of course an administrator, he knows where to hit the nail, he knows the time to hit it, he knows where else to hit it, he knows when if he hits the nail, it will really go deep down where it's supposed to go. And that was why he did throw that joker, and that joker is really working for him right now. But that's for him as a politician. He, as a president and a politician, if he does that, he's doing that because he has an aim, he has a target, he's an administrator, he's a politician, he has a focus, he's looking far ahead of all of the politicians in Nigeria, and he has what he intends to achieve, and he's already achieving it. Right. But for those defecting into the party are doing that not out of principle, but out of their own interest. Certainly not out of principle, because if you are doing it out of principle, then you should have you have to consult the people of the state. If you are a member of House of Assembly, House of Representatives, you need to consult your constituency. If you are a senator, you need to do that. If you are a governor, you needed to have called a memorandum, a kind of discuss with the people, seek for the consent of the people, see the majority, the view of the majority before you take a decision. But this is a self-decision that almost all of them are taking, not just Abba. I'm not really shocked about Abba's defection to APC. It is the issue of survival. The man wants to survive. The man is looking up to 2027. The man has tested power and governance. The man knew what happened in the previous election, that it was alleged that he won the election, but it somehow he missed it, and then he got the opportunity to get it back now. So certainly he will have to do whatever he needed to do to retain
Dr. Ali, I'll pick up right from what you said.
You will not just blame him for it.
Dr. Ali, if you can hear me, I'll pick up from the last word you said. You said he did it largely, according to you, for survival, political survival. When we return, we'll of course start the conversation from there and look at some statements that have been made already within the APC in Kano state and what this portends maybe for some individuals for democracy. Stay with us. We will be right back. It's Politics HQ. You are still watching Politics HQ, and we are discussing, of course, the recent defection of the governor of Kano state, Abba Yusuf, from the NNPP to the APC. I would, of course, be coming back to you, Mr. Ahmed Arua, State Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Kano State. And I would like you to react to a statement made by the former governor of Kano State and also the former national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Dr. Omar Abdullahi Ganduje, who told the returning governor, that's Abba Yusuf, that those aspiring for gubernatorial seat have agreed to forfeit their aspirations in his favor. I'm linking this to the political survivor Dr. Aliu used in his analysis. And I'll read what the former governor and the former APC chairman did say. He said, I can categorically tell you that you are going to win 2027. That's to the governor now, with a landslide, because all those contesting for the same seat have agreed to allow you alone. Go for it. What does this portend for democracy within the APC ranks in Kano State? Are you saying, for instance, if I'm a member of the party right now and I want to be governor, I should forget about it?
Well, thank you. Let me congratulate the governor of Kano State, Abba Yusuf, for this great victory for today. And obviously, as my fellow friend and my brother said, they have mentioned about politics is a game of number. And someone said, yes, politics is something that somebody can think watch and see what he can gain out of it. Even the Concosia movement that my brother, maybe if he can recall the way of this issue of that Concosia that he's talking about. Concosia, you know, is a movement. It's not a political party. And if you are talking of the political party, you can see where the political party that Abba Yusuf brought off. Maybe he was a governor under the leadership of NNPP. And you can see there's a division in NNPP, there's NNPP A and NNPP B. But if I can answer your questions directly, yes, my boss, the former national leader of APC, Dr. Abdullah Malganduji, has mentioned this, and that was where I'm congratulating the governor of Kano State, because you can understand that the DSP, that is Senator Barao Ajibrim Malia, was contesting for a governorship candidate here in Kano State, and Dr. Nazir Yusuf Gawuna too. But you can see all in the same umbrella today under the leadership of my boss, that is Dr. Abdullah Umar Ganduje. Today they have raised the hand of the governor of Kano State, that is Dr. Abba Yusuf. So I can tell you that Abba Yusuf in APC here in Kano, that must be the solid candidate of Kano State in APC. That is where anyone that is close to him, anyone that is very close, he can congratulate Abba Yusuf that by grace of God, by 2027, he is going to win his elections. Yes, Abba has done the best. He has tried.
Sorry, sir, but this signals automatic ticket. If I'm to go by what the former chairman of the APC did say. So what happens to other candidates who want to vie, maybe they just want a free, fair game of the primaries where they go out there to test their popularity? What happens to their ambition too?
There's one thing in APC here in Kano, we are in one family, we are in one umbrella. We are under the leadership of our leader, that is Dr. Abdullah Malganduji. All those that I mentioned, they are under him. I mean, he is our boss. There was no candidate outside APC that is looking for this post. And as far as Abba Yusuf defeated the APC, I can tell you that all the people who are even having the will, who are willing to have this position, they have already rejected. So, I mean, there is nothing like any candidate. All that we are saying, we are going to, I mean, you can see that it is the NNPP in the national headquarters agreed that Abba Yusuf will defeat the APC. So there is nothing. So you can, I mean, I'm sure to you that yes, he is the solid candidate of APC in Kano State. We don't have any candidate anymore.
I mean, before I let you go, I mean, I'm also tempted to ask, because with this gale of defection that we are seeing across opposition parties to the ruling party, even though some of these politicians have cited internal party crisis as the reason, but there are also rumors that maybe monies are flying around. Is that true?
To be candid, I can tell you there's nothing like money issue into these defections. Well, we are looking at the quality and the quantity. There's nothing like money issue on this defection. Are you with me?
Yes, we are with you. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
There's nothing like money in this issue of defections of.
We seem to have lost a bit of connection. Okay, so we're having a bit of connectivity. If you can hear me, sir. We seem to have lost connection with you. We can't see you, but we can seem to hear you slightly. So once we're able to establish connections, I would love to get your response on that. But I would like to go back to the Kwakwansia movement. I mean, with everything that has happened, the question right now is, what is the fate of the Kwakwansia? Apparently, the red caps that we see the governor wear and his entourage might not be the case anymore. So the question of the popularity of Senator Rabiu Musa Kwakwansia and the Kwakwansia movement, particularly in this election season, and the NNPP, what's next? 30 seconds.
Thank you very much. I think one, if you're talking of the survival of Kwakwansia movement survived a moment without a power, without incumbency and all of that. And we were able to have produced a governor in such a situation. So even a conversation around survival that one of my colleagues was talking about, I think it's not about a survival, it's about keeping faith and whether a person, whether the governor was truly loyal to Kwankwaso or not. Because if you can trust the person to work together with Kano people and have you on your seat, why would you be so afraid that in the next election, the same people, so far you believe you are doing the right thing, so far you believe you are doing the work you are supposed to do, why would you think the same people will not give you that mandate? But again, if you look at what the governor, the former governor of Kano State, Dr. Abba Yusuf mentioned, that said it all. Maybe the governor is not confident that Kano people will vote for him again. Maybe he's not confident that Konkosia movement will even endorse him again, because probably he has other reasons that we might not have known. But the governor, former Governor Ganduja had mentioned that no, they will work and they will make sure he came back to the seat. And we all know how APC have won elections, especially if we look at 2019 and what they have attempted to do in 2023. So we know that it is not even a matter of what Kano people want. It is more of a matter of what APC wants, and they can do all it takes from their own end. But one thing that I want to caution them is this. Kano always remember, and you don't enforce a leader into Kano people. And you can sense the pulse of people. Just yesterday, or the day before yesterday, Senator Rabi Musa Konkoso received people in his own house. The people that were there were in thousands, and they came from one single local government. I can categorically tell you, you can check the footages everywhere on social media. Those people that came to visit Senator Konkoso from Nasarawa local government alone are by far more than the people that have, gathered at the Coronation Hall today to witness the defection of the governor, Abba Yusuf, into APC. What is this telling you? And these people from Nasarawa, we all know how Konkosia operates. Nobody give anybody a dime for you to come to participate in activity.
We're trying to really manage time.
But we know now.
Mansour, sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but because we're really trying to manage time, I understand that we have Mr. Dr. Ahmed Arua back. I would like you to just quickly respond to the question that I asked before we lost you. You are trying to clear the air that no money was involved and that the governor moved based on his own volition. I would like you to land on that.
State, Alaji Abba Kabir Yusuf. Maybe Abba has decided by himself, he has decided, to quit because he was looking at the issue of this 2027 that is approaching. Somebody can decide on his own because Abba is a young politician with young age, and he had been under the leadership of somebody who has been directing him maybe for a very long time. So you can see how that APC has been going up and on, not only in Kano, in some state. You can even maybe you can remember the time that we were in Plateau State, where we bring out the governor from PDP to join our party. You see, people are just looking at what Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu are doing in the country. You see, so that anytime somebody is trying to do something better, the people will just bring a helping hand. So as I was telling you, Abba Kabir Yusuf has been doing, or he has tried to do a lot of things there in Kano, said that he need to be promoted. So actually, the APC lead.
I think we seem to have lost connection with Mr. Arua, of course, Ahmed. We'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll be taking our final thoughts. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Many thanks for staying with us. Well, this, of course, is the beat we'll be able to take this evening. But before we go, in just 30 seconds, I would like to, just in one word or just a sentence, in the coming weeks, Dr. Aliyu, what do you see happening in Kano politics? One sentence.
As far as I'm concerned, like I said earlier, right now, Kano politics is about survival. Abba is about survival. He is working towards surviving 2027, whether he believes in the party APC, whether or he does not, whether he believes in the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or he does not. What matters to him right now, he wants to continue to be the governor of Kano State in 2027. And rightly so, he now realizes that every other governor in this country is rushing into the APC, not on principles, not really because they believe in the political party, but because they know that the president has made a statement that whoever is there, most especially the defectees, and like I said, he made the statement during the 2 years ago during his presentation of budget that they had automatic ticket. And they realize that is coming in. And one thing every politician wants is to sustain his seat, to maintain power. He realizes that by defecting to APC, just like other governors, other senators and members of House of Representatives,
we need to go.
Sustain and retain that
Thank
power.
you very
Therefore,
much.
he is in for the power. And
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I wish we had, of course, some extra time to continue, but that's the bit we can take this evening. Thank you so much. Ahmed Aruwa is the State Publicity Secretary of the APC Kano State. Jamilu Aliyu Charanchi, National Coordinator, Coalition of Northern Groups, Kaduna, also joining virtually. Amansor Kurugu, State, of course, member of the Kwakonsia Movement, and Dr. Awal Abdullahi Aliyu, a National President, 1917 Northern Caucus Consensus Movement for Peace, Unity, Empowerment, and Development Initiative. Gentlemen, thank you for your time. All right. Great. This is the beat we'll be able to take tonight. In case you missed out, you can catch up on our YouTube platform. That's at News Central TV. You can also choose to follow us on social media. The handle is there on your screen. You can choose to follow me personally at Dakbo Adigboye. Until I come your way tomorrow, good night.